Happy Independence Day, everybody! I am Janvi Pawar. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome to my YouTube channel. And today is the 75th Independence Day of our country, of my country, India. And you don't know how grateful I am for this country. I mean, first of all, starting with the rich culture our country has. I mean, everywhere you go, in every corner of this country, we've got different cultures, different languages, different traditions, and different people, but amazing people. And another thing that I'm super grateful for is all of you people. I just like to say that wherever I am today, whatever I'm doing, whatever I've achieved is because of you people, because of your support, because of your blessings, because of your love. So thank you so much, everybody. I'm just super grateful. I cannot put this in words enough, but I am extremely grateful for you people. So thank you so much for that. Now, as you people have already seen, the title of this video is that today we're going to be talking about the things that India has contributed to the world, and how many things India has contributed. Believe me, this largest democracy in the world has given the world so much. Then when I first started reading about this, it just goes deeper and deeper and deeper. So first of all, starting with the number one thing that always comes up is mathematics. Yes, you heard that correct. You know the number 0 that we always use in our daily life calculations? That was given by a Hindu scientist and mathematician, Aryabhat. Aryabhat developed the number 0. Indians were the first people to use the number 0 as a numeral. So the world who calculates everything with the help of number 0 was given by an Indian. So can you possibly imagine a world without the number 0? You definitely cannot. So that's how important the number 0 is, and which was given by our Hindu scientist Aryabhat. And not just 0, we have also given the word the value of pi. The concept of Pythagoras Theorem that we read today was developed in 6th century by a scientist and mathematician, Budhyana. Yes, you people heard that correct. The European mathematician Pythagoras Theorem that we people read today, we people read about the European mathematician Pythagoras today, who is also super amazing. But the concept of Pythagoras that we people are reading today was given in 6th century by an Indian mathematician, Budhyana. So that is something you people need to know of. Another thing that our word has given, that our country has given to the world, is the calculus, the algebra, the trigonometry. Can you people believe all of these chapters that you study in your mathematics were invented by our own ancestors? Yes, they were. I mean, for some students out there, of course, it's difficult, but at the same time, the whole world is studying. So we have got something to be proud of. Like, our ancestors invented all of those things. Other than that, our country's mathematician, Sridharacharya, has also given quadratic equations. Those quadratic equations without whom you cannot solve like many questions in mathematics? Yes, those quadratic equations was given by an Indian mathematician, Sridharacharya. Now, not only mathematics, we have also given the world the game chess. Yes, you people heard that correct. The brain game, the chess game. That was, the first name of chess was Chaturanga. And if you people haven't already noticed, Chaturanga is derived from our Hindi language, Chatur. So Chatur, which is a word of Hindi language which means clever in English. Chaturanga, brilliantly clever. And that's how we developed the game chess. So that was first developed in India. Yes, another thing and another game that our country has given the world is snake and ladders. Snake and ladders was first used in the 6th century in Gupta Empire. Yes, so 6th century Gupta Empire, you people should know this. And before it came to the world known as like snake and ladders, first people used to call it Moksha Pat. Another outdoor game that our country has given to the world is Kabaddi. You know how interesting it is just to touch a person and then to run away? Yes, that game was given by our country, was invented in our country, Kabaddi. Another thing that we people have to be proud of is our Ayurveda. Yes, the medicines, our country developed medicines. Medicine's first form of origin was Ayurveda. Ayurveda, the number 1 school of medicine, not the number 1, but the first school of medicine, Ayurveda. And of course, it can be the number 1 because we people developed it. So everywhere, every cure, every medicine that you people take in your daily life, when everyone just becomes very healthy. Yes, these medicines were developed in our country, India. And I think it's important that people out there and students out there know this. Like, medicines were given from our country. Mathematics, our country. Yoga, our country, which is our next point. You know, those yoga arts which helps us calm our mind, which keeps our body in check, and all of other kinds of martial arts as well, you know, different forms of martial arts were also produced in India, were also originated in India first. Many people are not aware of this. I mean, most of you people must already know, some of you may know. But the thing is that we people are not taught about all of these things in our school or at our home. So I rarely say this in my videos, but today I'm saying this is that I want you guys to share this video as much as possible so that every rural and every urban students can become aware of how rich our country's heritage and how much our country has given to the world. And another thing that our country has given to the world, and this is a unique one actually, is shampoo. Yes, shampoo, which was first known as champo. It was developed in somewhere in eastern origins of like Middle Empire in India. So this was first known as champo. So champo becomes shampoo. But due to its westernized form, many people think, oh, it must have originated somewhere in the West. No, you people, it was originated in the Middle Empire in India, first known as champo. So there are so many things, and this is just like, you know, starters. Like, okay, we get it: mathematics, yoga, Ayurveda, classical music. And the first university was built in 700 BC, which was in India. So we have got just so many things. Everything related to education was produced from India. So we people have got so much to be proud of. And not only these things, our country has produced some of the most finest scholars of the world. Sarojini Naidu. And currently, when we people know Sarojini Naidu, the reason I said it is because she has always been a huge inspiration for me and my dad. My dad always, you know, talk about her, and my dad always used to tell me about her. So I'm just super grateful. Like, my dad told me about such an inspirational lady, and she was an Indian. Our country has produced great number of scholars. Swami Vivekanand, I mean, what a gem of a person he was. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, and Google CEO Mr. Sundar Pichai, and how USB was invented by an Indian who is an Indian American now. But we have given the world so many things, and believe me, you guys, these are just known for starters. And other than that, other things, if you're gonna go much deeper and deeper, you're gonna develop a whole lot of things. I mean, there are so many lists now, there are so many articles now that people can go and study. But I think at the same time, it's important that our teachers, our schools teach all of these things. Like, our country has given so much to the world, and our students should know that. Now, coming back to me, I mean, not coming back to me, but I'd also like to add this point, is that many people in the comment section, I do read comments, and I'm super grateful for all of the lovely comments that you people, you know, write. So thank you very much. But there are also so many comments on my social media, on my YouTube, is that how me talking in English and how me talking in different accents just you know, give the people an idea like I'm embarrassed to be a citizen of this country. Then believe me, you guys, I'm not. Somebody talking in a different accent, me talking in a different accent, me having an interest to learn different accents does not make me any less Indian, does not make me any less proud Indian, and does not take away my flex of being a Haryanvi. Believe me, you people. Speaking in different accents is a passion of mine, is an interest of mine, and anybody can have an interest. Anybody can have an interest to learn different languages. But over time, due to practice of my different accents, I have lost my Indian accent. So this is not some sort of post-colonial hangover, because believe me, it's definitely not. I'm extremely proud to be an Indian. Me talking in a different accent does not make me any less proud Indian. I'm super grateful for this. And the reason I teach accents and different languages is because there are people out there who wants to learn, who have got like a personal interest. But in the current scenario, we're also developing the need. We also have the need of it in our career pursuits. So we have got both things. But believe me, you guys, for people saying, oh, what's wrong with Indian accent? Believe me, nothing is wrong with Indian accent. I'm in love with this. I mean, the clarity, the pronunciation, we have got it all. Yes. But somehow, due to my practice, due to my personal interest of learning different accents, I've somehow kind of lost my Indian accent due to talking in different accents all of the time. But still, I'm just super grateful for everything this country has given me. I am, and I will always be proud to be an Indian. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope you people know like how grateful we people are to be in this country. Another thing I'd like to point out is that maybe our country has given so much to this world. Maybe our country has, produced so many great scholars, but at the same time, there are still places in our country where those little things happen, those gender equality, those caste inequality, the thinking of people, the mentality of people. It somehow, comes up in this society, in our society, and kind of messes up the whole great plan, the whole great culture of our country. So let's just hope like the more we're going to talk about those things without being embarrassed and without being thinking like people are going to judge us, the more normally we can talk about those things and find out solutions, the more great our country can become. So I think it's high time for us people to talk about all of those things. And the reason I'm saying this is that just before recording this video, I read a news about how, and trigger warning over here, so it contains death. So how a 9-year-old Dalit boy was beaten to death by some upper caste teacher just because he touched a glass of water. And I think that's how senseless and how inhumane a person has to be. And then they have the privilege of calling themselves teacher, which is the most disgusting thing I've heard. I'm sorry I'm using that kind of word, but this is actually very disgusting and very horrible. And this is only one case that I've just read just before this video. Daily newspaper, daily news, we have got so many cases out there. We've got so many cases of inequality. We've got so many cases of crimes. We've got so many cases of all of these little things that we dwell up in our society. And these things, nobody has a problem with these things. Do you know why? Because we just treat all of these things very normally. It starts from our home. At our home, we are taught about all of these things. We're not taught. Everyone just talking about all of these inequality kind of things. Maybe we are not aware of these things, or maybe we are, but we are lazy. We are very lazy to just correct anyone. Like, no, this is wrong. Because people think, oh, how much of a difference can I make? But I think it's high time people start doing that. We are the Gen Z, the current generation. If we want our next generation to be much empowered and to be in a much better society, we people need to do that. We people need to educate different people. Because many people in our country, we have got a lot of intelligence. Believe me, you guys. We're not ignorant. No, we are not. We are just not aware of those things. We just don't talk about those things and how wrong those things are. I mean, daily at our home, we're told like, oh no, you shouldn't be doing that. Low life people do that. Who says that? I've heard this at so many homes. So I think we can start from our home, from teaching our family to teaching our friends. So I think we can start making a difference. And believe me, our country is going to be the greatest one of all time. I mean, it's one of the greats still, but to make it even better, yes, we can make it a different place, people. We can make it even a much better place. So I think we should start doing that right now. Thank you so much, everybody. Happy 75th Independence Day. Enjoy your day. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.